Once upon a time, there was a person who wanted to create tea/drama related content here on YouTube. So they started a passion project. Then somewhere along the lines, a creative company got involved, and that passion project turned into a money-making corporate machine. A conglomerate built on a content farm.
But Paige, we've heard you tell this story before. Don't you remember your Spill series of 2019?
Oh no, my young'uns, we're not talking about Spill. Today, we are talking about another bustling content farm called Anna Oop.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oversized jumper, check. Hair scraped back, check. Looking like a snack, check. Looking like a black fat Ariana Grande. Oh baby! I should not have access to the internet. I shouldn't. Hi guys, what is up? It is your girl Paige. I hope you are having a good day today. This video has been like literally so long in the freaking making. The only reason is it's taken me literally almost a year to find the evidence it is that I needed to find to be able to prove to you guys without a shadow of a doubt that Anna Oop, one of the biggest tea channels, one of the biggest drama content creators here on the platform, is a part of a massive content farm. That the person it is that you're listening to is a member of a huge team. Now, if you guys remember my Spill series from 2019, the Coinspiracy, we spoke a lot about content farms and the pressure that content farms put on the average content creator to create content at a velocity that is just ridiculous to manage. Now, I will say, when I made my Spill series, a lot of people were coming at me with the perspective that I was jealous of Spill, that I wanted to be Spill, that I was upset that they were able to create content in such a way, or that I wasn't an animator. And genuinely, I believe that everybody pretty much got the wrong end of the stick. Because my issue with Spill wasn't that they were a conglomerate. My issue with Spill wasn't the fact that it was even a content farm. My issue with Spill was that they were masquerading as if they were one of us. And that simply isn't the truth. Because content farms are content farms because they can create content at a velocity that literally nobody else can keep up with. We know about a lot of different content farms that exist here on YouTube. For instance, the most annoying content farm that I can think of, Troom Troom. Troom Troom have various other channels that literally regurgitate the same crap. 5 minutes crafts. And Reardon has been one of the biggest pioneers of speaking out about the content farms and how misleading they can be, especially in the DIY section of YouTube, and how a lot of the stuff it is that they're saying is completely and utterly harmful. So we're talking 5 minute crafts, we're talking Blossom, and so many other companies out there are just creating lots and lots of content with a huge team, with your lighting guy, with your technician, your script writer, your actors, your music producer, set design, management, production, runners, assistants, and so much more. The point is that I'm not here to discredit the hard work that goes into creating a piece of content. And that's exactly the point. It takes such a huge team to make one single video. So I don't want to discredit the hard work, graft and grind that it takes to create a piece of content here on YouTube. But I do find it objectively annoying when there are massive companies who are masquerading as one person. The reason for that is because it affects the culture. It allows other content creators who believe the illusion that this person is just one individual feel as if they're not doing enough, can cause situations like creator burnout trying to chase the algorithm. So from the outset, I just want to let people know that I don't care that there are conglomerates, that there are content farms on YouTube. I don't have an issue with content farms. I just don't think it's fair when the content farms pretend to be individuals. And I will say that I do worry about the amount of content farms that there are to compete with, because when the content farms can create content at a velocity that nobody else can, it becomes less of a necessity, less of a requirement to watch, especially within the commentary sphere, to watch one individual individual who can probably give you 3 videos a week at best versus a content farm that will give you that exact same content once every single day, and that's only on one of their several channels. With that being said, today we are going to be taking a look at the content creator Anna Oop. In today's video, the many faces of Anna Oop.
I'm named Anna Oop, the worst tea channel known to mankind.
Honestly, it's not that much different from the other channels.
Anna Oop is a tea channel with almost 2 million subscribers.
Now, I'm not subscribed to Anna Oop, and I don't regularly watch her videos because I feel like if I did, you know, I'd have like a 5-pound brain tumor inside my head.
Anna Oop or Anna Poop is part of this ever-growing community on YouTube.
Anna Oop. Anna Oop.
Now, by just looking up tea channels on YouTube, the first result for me is Anna Oop.
8-minute videos? Check. Using filler content, aka tweets, to make your videos longer? Check. Modifying people's faces in the thumbnails? Check.
Our first suspect is Anna Oop. Anna Oof. And she seems to have an issue with her thumbnails to the point where they all look like the same video.
How is no one else pointing this out? But that's the thing, a couple of people are. A couple of people have made videos about Anna Oop.
Anyway, I believe that Anna Oop is much like the tea channel Spill, not an actual person, but a company that's just pretending to be a young woman.
Anna Oop. Ugh, don't ask. I've already seen all the hate videos about me on YouTube.
Okay, so who is Anna Oop? Anna Oop is supposedly, and I have to say this, a popular YouTuber who creates content about celebrities, TikTokers predominantly, Instagrammers, and just anything that would constitute as a social media influencer. About a year or 2 back when Anna Oop first began, Anna Oop actually did get demonetized by YouTube because YouTube suspected that Anna Oop was creating unoriginal content. I am not even shitting you on that one. Anna Oop made a campaign via Twitter with their fans where they basically got a lot of support and got YouTube to reinstate their monetization. At this present moment, Anna Oop has over 2 million subscribers and has been one of the fastest growing tea channels within the sphere. Anna Oop is essentially a brand new form of influencer, the virtual influencer. Characters who have influence within their own right without necessarily being real humans. For instance, Barbie, virtual influencer. Michaela, virtual influencer. FN Mika, virtual influencer. Baby Quay Quay, virtual influencer. I mean, there are so many virtual influencers now. Even the Good Advice Cupcake is classified as a virtual influencer. So it's unsurprising to me that we know virtually nothing about Anna Oop. And although Anna Oop has teased a face reveal, nothing of the sort has ever happened. As Anna Oop eventually began to grow, she started to create multiple channels. This essentially was my first red flag in this entire situation. Now, it's not unusual for content creators to have multiple channels. I mean, I myself have 2, or 3 if you include Twitch. And a lot of people who do tend to make multiple content on multiple channels, unless it's easy to produce, for example, setting a camera down, filming, and then putting it up directly to YouTube with no edits, they do tend to ask for help with those kind of things. For instance, I've had multiple editors who have come to the channel to help me out in the past, but I'm a control freak and I like the way that things have to be done in a particular way. And now I edit my own videos, but I've had 2 separate editors who've helped me out in the past. I've had multiple researchers, but my last 3 videos have been done entirely by me because, again, I'm a control freak and I like the way that I like to do things. But the thing is with Anna Oop and the way it is that they create content is that it is high level editing. So when I saw that Anna Oop was creating more and more content, that they had Anna Solves, and they had Anna Plays, and they had Anna Horror Stories, as well as Anna Uncovered, it began to make me question everything. That one single person could make all of this content. So if we were to go over to the Anna Oop page, as you can see, we've got Anna Solves, which has almost 1 million subscribers subscribers within its own right. And it seems as if this channel creates content 2 times a week. So you have the main channel that is creating daily content, and then a second channel that makes content 2 times a week. And then secondly, you have Anna Plays, which has 60,000 subscribers almost, and they have been creating Roblox content, and in the past 7 days they've created 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. So not only do they have time to play Roblox, like I have not got time to even play The Sims or nothing like I used to now that this is my job. So not only do they have the time to play Roblox, they also have the time to record, film and edit Roblox content. I mean, even if you were to turn around and say, okay, well, maybe she's got multiple editors, I'm down with that. But actually having the time to create Roblox content by actually playing Roblox, filming the scenes, etc., like, it's a lot. That's a lot in of itself. Then you've got the researching and the editing and all of that goes into creating the second channel, which is the Anna Solves channel. Okay, so the next biggest channel is Anna Uncovered with 140,000 subscribers, and they tend to make content once every week or once every 2 weeks depending. And I guess this is a channel where they kind of look at unsolved mysteries and cases. But again, this is high level editing as well. So we're talking about like stock footage and finding and sourcing the correct stock footage for each section of a video. Like all of this takes time, effort and energy. One person can't do it all. And then the final channel it is that Anna Oop hosts is Anna Horror Stories. And again, they are posting content bi-weekly, so once every 2 weeks, and it's the same stuff: high level editing, stock footage, captions. All of these things take time and energy, and people just simply don't have the time, effort and energy to do these things. The problem is with the speed and velocity that Anna Oop is creating content isn't the fact that they're able to create content faster than everybody else. It's the fact that they are able to keep themselves so high up in the algorithm that their content gets suggested more, and that essentially the entire community gets oversaturated with Anna Oop content. So say if you are an Anna Oop viewer who watches their drama channel, who also enjoys mysteries and true crime, the other channels will be automatically suggested to you based on recommendations. And as I've said previously, this kind of situation has a knock-on effect to content creators. For instance, there is a content creator that I know called Drama Investigator. She has been around in the drama community for years. And the other week I noticed that on her channel she had changed her channel avatar to a picture of an animation. Now if you know Drama Investigator, you know that she has shown her face on her channel multiple times. So I found that very confusing until I started watching one of her videos, where it seemed as if the editing style was mimicking Anna Oop. And that's when I realized, holy crap, Anna Oop is the ultimate competition. And these channels, these singular human channels, such as Spill Sesh, such as T-Spill, such as Drama Investigator, and all of these channels who focus highly on editing than anything else, simply cannot keep up with the likes of Anna Oop. And unfortunately in these kind of situations, especially when it comes to Drama Investigator, if you can't beat them, join them.
Trisha Paytas is notorious for lying. She's been lying her whole entire YouTube career for views and sympathy.
It's not the vibe. Stop!
Time after time, Trisha has ignored everyone's boundaries. She even recorded Ethan Klein in his home without his consent, apparently.
Y'all, I'm afraid if I drag Mr. Beast in my video today, his entire fan base would come after me. But girl, that Squid Game ripoff challenge you did was just not it.
It's no secret that if you create more content, your content will be suggested more, and the more suggestions that your content has, the more clicks and more viewers you have, and ultimately the more money you will make. The knock-on effect this has on the entire community is that because Anna Oop is so oversaturated, they have become the standard of what to expect from T channels. A lot of people believe and think that T channels act like Anna Oop because Anna Oop is the standard.
Anna Oop. Honestly, it's not that much different from the other channels. This girl is making a crazy amount of money. And like I said before, get your money, bro. Get your bag. I mean, you're taking advantage of stupid people, but I guess we're on the internet. Who doesn't do that?
Tea channels that have been around for much longer than Anna Oop, such as Tea Spill and Spill Sesh, are now having to try and compete by creating content almost daily, all to compete with their counterparts. And nobody can tell me that Tea Spill and Spill Sesh aren't creating content at this kind of a velocity in order to keep up, because I've watched these channels for years. I know these people. They never used to create content like that. But because they're fighting not to get drowned out by the likes of Anna Oop within their sector, they're creating more and more content than ever before. And honestly, like, true tea guys, look after your mental health, like, genuinely. Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking.
Paige, are we just here just to listen to you rant and rave about Anna Oop and why she's terrible for your community? Genuinely, sis, we don't care.
Ah, but babes, this is where things get interesting. So, as you guys know, I am a huge RuPaul Drag Race fan. So I'm what you would call a Drag Race simp. And I started noticing that there was a new channel on the block. Now, if you watch Drag Race content, you will know about channels such as Drag Tea Exposed, Bucky, Bussy Queen, Top RuPaul's Drag Race Videos, The Drama, Green Gay, and so much more. The king of this arena honestly used to be J Can't Say TV before he moved on to making and creating other content. But now there is a new channel on the block that seems to be, again, creating videos at a velocity that most people can't keep up with. And just all in all, reminiscent in style, in thumbnail, in editing of, you guessed it, Anna Oop. Now, I had a sneaky suspicion that these channels were connected in some way. I've been talking about this for over a year now. Anyone who follows me on Twitter will know this. I have been talking about this for a while. I just knew when Butterface came along, that was the concrete proof it is that I needed, that these channels were all connected in some massive world. I just needed the proof. I needed the proof, and I couldn't find the proof to connect them together. Well, recently some drama popped off between a channel called Top RuPaul Drag Race Videos and Butterface. Basically, they had exposed that Butterface was not just one person, but multiple people within a team. And their reason for that was exactly how I was thinking. The connection between Anna Oop, the style and everything of their content just looked too similar. Like it was the same people, the same team, the same group of individuals working together on something. But the one thing he had that tied these two channels together.
Now, the trail of breadcrumbs seem to point out to this channel, who we are going to lovingly call Team Anna Oop, a simple gal, you know, who started YouTube a couple of years ago. It seems like Team Anna Oop, being a famous YouTuber with millions of subscribers, thought it would be nice to help her friend, Team Butterface, with her own channel. Not by, you know, inviting her on her channel, do collaboration, helping her develop her reputation and the connection with her viewership, like we've basically seen happening everywhere else on YouTube since its inception. No. She helps by designing her thumbnail. You see, Team Anna Oop is more experienced than Team Butterface in space-time bending. That's why she's able to publish almost every day, while also taking care of her friends' thumbnails. Isn't friendship heartwarming? And yes, those videos contain video edits as well. What are you saying, Charlie? There's no team of graphic designers creating thumbnails for multiple content farming channels. Stop. Just stop. That's a hateful statement moved by frustration. Not a reasonable conclusion moved by uncanny similarities and partial admissions.
And I don't know what it was. Something compelled me to go back to their first video. Butterface's first video, and underneath their first video, which is every single time Monet Exchange came for Tamisha Iman, which was posted on the 16th of June 2021, there was a comment left by Anna Oop, and the comment read as follows: "Hi guys, I see some of y'all are commenting that my friend is copying me. I love the art of drag, and so does my friend, and when they said they were interested in making a channel, I wanted to help out where I could, so I helped them with the thumbnail design. Gave them some editing tips. Please, no hate to them. P.S. I love Butter. This video goes off. Butterface responded with, "Thank you, Queen. I probably should have mentioned somewhere that you gave me some tips. I completely understand everyone's concerns in the comments. Love you too." And this comment, can I just say, has since been deleted. It doesn't exist on the first video. I literally just looked over and it's gone. And I'm looking through my phone right now. I was like, please say I screenshot that. Please say I screenshot that. And f me, I did. And that was the connection. That was the connection I needed. The admission that the thumbnails were created at that point by Anna Oop was all I needed to then go and do some dirty investigation. So top RuPaul Drag Race videos had made a video about Butterface, about them being a conglomerate, but also the main part of that video was the fact that Butterface was taking their content.
You know what's really nasty? Taking other people's work, pass it as yours, and then turn a profit on it. Being on YouTube is hard, way harder than it should be. What makes it even more difficult is the cutthroat competition, especially from companies. You are one person, alone, creating on borrowed time. They have resources, they have editors, voice actors, a legal team. They can avoid copyright issues altogether by stipulating agreements with copyright holders that will effectively guarantee they'll never receive any copyright claim or strikes on their channel. They don't create, they repurpose. And they can publish more than you do, faster than you do, share their videos on platform more effectively than you will ever be able to do. And thanks to the YouTube algorithm, they end up in a feed-forward cycle that rewards them with even more clicks and suggestions, more money to expand their teams, more videos, more clicks, more money. The game is rigged against you. The game is rigged against you.
Not just taking their content, but taking content from other content creators within the RuPaul Drag Race commentary sphere, reproducing them in their quirky little way and claiming it as their own.
Hi besties! With so many new spin-offs of Drag Race all over the world, it's so easy to get excited for the next one.
After the major amount of call out it is that Butterface received from the RuPaul Drag Race commentary community, Butterface then decided to post a long-winded post to their community tab to basically clear up any misconceptions. And this is what they had to say. "Hi guys, I just want to give some clarification after watching a recent video exposing me as a new content farm. I understand the frustration that this channel feels because there have been a few incidences in the past which have resulted in my channel getting shadow banned, videos taken down, copyright strikes, etc. It's very unfair and something that YouTube needs to tackle, especially for small creators like ourselves. I want to address each accusation that was made so that there is nothing that I am hiding from you guys. Using others' content. In this person's video, they talk about me stealing content from their channel. I will fully admit that for the specific video that they are talking about, I used footage from them and Mrs. Mojo to use in my videos, and for that I apologize. I should have at the very least credited you in those videos, or at least asked for permission beforehand. I like to think that I give a very different take on my videos, and that there is only so much content out there for such a niche genre that sometimes things are going to overlap. But as I said, I was wrong for this and I sincerely apologize for not crediting you. With season 14 starting next week, I hope that I can show you all the unique quality that I can bring to my videos. Team of people, here we go. This channel was started and created by me. I knew for a few months after seeing Bussy Queen and Bucky becoming these widely loved queens online that I wanted to achieve something like that one day. So I reached out to my very talented friend who is a graphic designer, as I knew that they're very great at making character designs and thumbnails. So he started helping me with these, as I'm pretty sucky at graphic stuff. Everything with my channel is my own decision and my own work, and I work full time so I can continue to grow, which is sometimes why maybe my editing seems lazy or my voice seems a little tired. So to conclude this paragraph, I do this by myself, but my friend helps sometimes with areas that I'm not good at. I hope you guys remember that. To end this off, I just want to say that I am sorry that your efforts and hard work aren't being noticed by YouTube and the algorithm. Backhanded. And I really hope that things will one day be worth the amount of time and effort you put into your videos. That day is long overdue though. Okay, so from the moment is that they posted this video, they have not returned, okay? Butterface has not returned. And I think it's because they know that they done goof, because the comments underneath, a lot of people are beginning to realize that this is a conglomerate. And especially when it comes down to straight up stealing other people's content, this is now majorly overstepping a line. But what if I was to tell you that the reason the content was being stolen was because the research was not their own? I mean, shocker, but what if I was able to prove that to you? So let's take a trip, shall we, into the mind of Paige and how she's able to find all of this shit because she has way too much time on her hands. So the one thing that ties Butterface to Anna Oop is one simple thing, is the fact that Anna Oop mentioned in the first video ever that Butterface put on their channel that they have since deleted, literally within the past week. I see you. You ain't hiding shit from me. They stated that they created the thumbnails for, at the very least, some of Butterface's early videos, which if you do look at the time frame of June 2021 and what it is that Butterface was posted as a thumbnail, and June 2021 and what Anna Oop's old style of thumbnail was, you will see that they were definitely very similar. And I can understand why Anna Oop came over to clear up that her friend wasn't copying her. So then I started looking for thumbnails that were similar, because this thumbnail style is not new. So I tried to find video thumbnails that had the same style, same layout, the same font, and I came across a bunch of different channels. One channel that kept coming up when I would do a thumbnail search for thumbnails that look similar to it was a channel called RUMOURED. Then I went into RUMOURED's featured channels and I came across another channel called This Happened. As you can see, they all have the same thumbnail style. And then from This Happened, I went and checked out their featured channels tab, and would you look at it, there are some people there that we should recognize. One person called Anna Uncovered, not Anna Oop, not the main channel, Anna Uncovered, another one called Pop Juice, another one called RUMOURED, and another one called MISSTEE. Now, let's just get into MISSTEE real quick. So if you go over to MISSTEE's channel, MISSTEE also has very similar thumbnail style with very similar text. And this is a brand new faceless channel using an avatar who talks about black and urban drama pertaining to people such as Wendy Williams, Kanye West, Saweetie, Nicki Minaj. And this channel is supposed to be the competitor to the likes of Lovely T, Tasha K, Chronicle Speaks, Nika Knight, Paris Milan, and all of the other black female commentators who speak about entertainment and black and urban news and drama. This is why it's becoming a problem, because not just in one section of commentary is this happening, it's almost as if every other subsection is being attacked by these companies, by these conglomerates.
I swear, it seems like every time we think that the Wendy Williams situation could not possibly get any worse, it does. And this time the situation is really bad. And an anonymous source close to her has revealed something super disturbing about Wendy. Hold up, she did what?
But I digress. So that's MISSTEE. Anyway, so we know who Anna Uncovered is. That was the link that I needed to know that this was a part of something else. Then I went over to Pop Juice. Pop Juice is a channel that I've heard of before. In fact, I didn't even realize that I was already subscribed to Pop Juice. And again, the same style of thumbnails, the same font, the same overall look. And I went over to featured channels, and then we've got another one called Screen Queens, as well as Anna Uncovered and MISSTEE. Then we go over to Screen Queens, which is basically a channel that speaks about television and films and movies and stuff like that. Same thumbnail style once again. But one thing that was vastly different about Pop Juice in comparison to the rest of the channels was one specific area, is that all of the rest of the channels did not have a customized HTML. So essentially, when you create a channel on YouTube and you start creating content, I think once you get into the monetization program, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe once you get into the monetization program, into the partner program, you are able to change your YouTube HTML. So their YouTube HTML is youtube.com/c/Daniel O Games. Daniel with the O being massive, games, uppercase S, lowercase s. So then I went and I searched that name into Google. And when you search that name, Daniel, uppercase D, uppercase O, uppercase S, lowercase s, Daniel O Games, into Google, you come up with two websites. You come up with Pop Juice, which is the obvious where it derived from, and then you come up with Upwork.com. And that's where things got very, very, very interesting. So one of the jobs it shows is female voice artist for big celeb channels, as well as a second one that was posted 29th of November, which is an American female voice artist for a celeb channel. So the advert reads as follows. They need 10 freelancers. Hello, we are a company called Video Creation Hub. We own several YouTube channels, and one of them is in the celebrity niche. We're looking for a female voice actor who has an American accent who can speak clearly and fast based on scripts. The scripts are usually 1,500 words, and we will pay the person $20 per recorded script. The person will have to record at least 3 scripts per week for us, and we have more jobs available for you if you're interested. To give you an example of the style of work that we're after, check out these channels. And one of them is the channel This Happened, and the other channel is Pop Juice. We are looking for somebody who can work for us in the long run. This also means that the better the person performs, the higher the payment the person will receive in the long run. Hence, the salary starts at $20 per script, and the better that the channel performs due to the crisper voiceover, the higher the salary we're going to give to you. Please send over some examples of voiceovers that you have done. If you are looking to record a script, try using the similar style that the voiceover artists use from the channels linked above. Try to record 1 to 2 minutes of the following scripts. And then they left the Google document. Looking forward to hearing from you. So me, being the inquisitive little bitch that I am, decided to go and click on the Google document to see what it is that was being discussed. So the title of this Google document is Kendall Jenner Speaks on Getting Married with Devin Booker in Secret Wedding. And when you search those words directly into Google, guess what comes up? A video for Pop Juice. So I knew instantaneously then that this was a working, running script that they were going to be going with for Pop Juice, and this was only a video that was posted 2 weeks ago. So then I went and had a look at who created this Google Drive. Now, if you go into the Google Drive, you can actually see who created and owns the Google Drive. And that was a person who I'm going to name as O. And with being able to see O's full name, I then went on to LinkedIn to see if O had a LinkedIn profile. And that's where things got interesting. So O works for Video Creation Hub, which are the people who created this Upwork advert. And on LinkedIn, they state that they are a content writer, a freelance writer, and a contributing writer. But not only do they work for the Video Creation Hub, they also work for another company called CRELON Media. So then, me being the inquisitive that I am, I needed to know who these companies are. So basically, the Video Creation Hub and CRELON Media are similar companies, but they work in very different ways. So the Video Creation Hub essentially is a company that considers YouTube profiles as real estate. They do something that they call YouTube automation. And this is what they say about it. YouTube automation is an amazing opportunity to make passive money online. YouTube is the second most popular social media platform in the world, yet people are still sleeping on the possibility to stop being a consumer on YouTube instead of being among the 5% who earn money from YouTube. They state that their names are Tobias and Victor, and of April 2021, they are running 7 regular cash cow channels for themselves. Besides running their own channels, they are partnering with other people in the industry on different channels, producing content for many of their client channels, and they are also fully managing their clients' channels where they take care of everything. They say that they are both business school graduates who are doing YouTube automation full time, that they have experience with multiple online businesses, but see the biggest upside potential within YouTube for the coming years. Then they state, setting up your content creation team can be very hard once you are starting out with YouTube automation. However, we've made a bird's eye view to make it easier and more manageable. If you're looking for an already outsourced process, feel free to contact us. So we pretty much get the general idea of who these people are. These people essentially create entire automated channels with voiceover artists, with writers, with researchers, with editors, with thumbnail creators, with graphic designers, with producers, with Literally just everything it is that you could possibly need to have a channel and make it run. These people view channels as real estate, and that once you create a channel and make it to a certain point, the channel becomes worth something and you can sell that channel for a profit should you no longer want to have automated content creation. But if you do want to continue with automated content creation, you can be the owner of a channel, make revenue from that channel, pay these people a small fee in order to do everything for you, and just collect the checks. But I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking to yourself,
well, Paige, this is only about Pop Juice and Pop Juice's affiliated channels. How can you feasibly connect Anna Oop to Pop Juice and that these are the same people?
Basically, Video Creator Hub stated that they run and look after 7 of their own channels, but they also look after their clients' channels. They look after the channels managed by other people. So there is a possibility that they could also be helping run and manage for CRELON Media Group, because these two companies seem way too connected and way too intertwined for me to genuinely believe that they're not affiliated with each other. Well, it turns out O, who wrote that script, also works for another company called CRELON Media. So then I took a look at who CRELON Media were. So essentially, CRELON Media do exactly the same thing. So CRELON Media, according to their website, they state that they allow people to build real estate portfolios. Where have we heard that before? Oh yeah, from Video Creation Hub. But they do it digitally with online communities. They state to boast over 200 million monthly video views across their highly engaged network. This is what people are competing with, okay? They've got 10 million plus followers, 300 million monthly video views, as well as a team of over 60 plus members. How they do it? They state CRELON Media's core strength is our deep understanding for the end consumers, psychographic, and knowing how to communicate with millennial and Gen Z minds. Then they state about building a niche community. We'll build our own networks from scratch. Whenever there's an online niche we're interested, we put together the best suitable team from all across the web to build awesome, thriving community within that niche. Customized integration. Our amazing team has a deep understanding of internet subcultures, context within all popping social platforms, and we make sure that these qualities shine through when you integrate your brand with our network. So essentially, what I'm saying is that it is very, very possible that both Anna Oop and Butterface and MISSTEE and Pop Juice and all of these other channels are individual people who own these channels. The owners are individuals, but the people who create the content and put it together are not them. So let's go back to what it is that Butterface said in their acknowledgement of top RuPaul Drag Race videos, right? They said, in Team of People, this channel was started and created by me. I knew a few months ago after seeing Bussy Queen and Buki, or Bucky, I don't know how you say that, become these widely loved queens online that I wanted to achieve something like that one day. So I reached out to my very talented friend, who's a company, who's a graphic designer, as I knew they are really great at making character designs and thumbnails. So he started helping me with these, as I'm pretty sucky at graphic stuff and everything on my channel is my own decision, and I work full time so that I could continue to grow, which is why sometimes maybe my editing seems lazy or my voice seems a little tired. So to conclude this paragraph, I do this by myself, but my friend helps me sometimes with areas that I am no good at. Butterface, we have already acknowledged that your friend is Anna Oop, who helps you sometimes. You refer to your friend in this as a him, when for all intents and purposes on social media, Anna Oop refers to themselves as a her. So not only was something off there, but then when I started searching through everybody who works for CRELON Media, I was able to find somebody whose name began with D. And D is one of the script writers for CRELON Media Group in their 60+ team. And this is what D has to say in their About Me section. D is a writer and editor from blank. Passionate about music, entertainment, writing, D has put her love for them together and specializes in music and entertainment journalism. Currently, D is a scriptwriter at CRELON Media Group, where she writes several scripts a week for the Butterface YouTube channel. Currently, D is a scriptwriter for CRELON Media Group, where she writes several scripts a week for the Butterface YouTube channel. What do you do yourself? So you don't do the video editing, it's clear. You don't do the thumbnail making, it's clear. You don't do the script writing? So then what do you do?
What do you do successfully? Quickly.
So if you go onto social media and search CRELON Media Group, you will find a bunch of posts of them hiring and recruiting. They recruit from everywhere. They will recruit from Facebook, from Twitter, from Instagram. This company is growing bigger, vaster, and faster because a couple of days ago, this is what had to say on social media. They said CRELON Media is hiring. They are hiring YouTube scriptwriters for the following channels: rap artists, music, true crime, 911 calls, teen shows, movies, soccer, horror. They are looking for video editors for a finance-related YouTube channel. They are looking for content researchers for text-based YouTube channels, a 2D animator for a teen drama animation YouTube channel. And they're also looking for a brand partnership manager, as well as a female German voiceover artist for a German crime YouTube channel who must know how to speak English fluently as well. They've also posted about needing 2 video editors, one for YouTube streamers and Twitch gaming related YouTube. They were also looking for video editors for 2 channels. One of them was for one of their drag/LGBTQ plus related YouTube channel. They were looking for this editor 6 months ago. Who started creating content 6 months ago? They are looking for freelance script writers for several channels. One of them that they noted here is for one of our black celebrity related YouTube channel. That was also 6 months ago. What other channel came out shortly after that we know is affiliated to CRELON Media? MISSTEE. I mean, as you can tell, they are looking to take over YouTube, okay, with all of these channels. And I don't mind that there are groups like this. I don't mind that there are content farms creating content. This has been happening on YouTube for a long time now. And to sit here and be, oh my God, surprised Pikachu face, shocked that this is happening is just ridiculous. What I have an issue with is channels such as Butterface and Anna Oop, MISSTEE, and any other channels like that masquerading as individuals, pulling at people's emotions by saying stuff like, I understand the frustration that this channel feels because there have been a few incidences in the past that have resulted in my channel getting shadow banned and videos taken down and copyright strikes, etc. It is unfair and something that YouTube need to tackle, especially for small creators like ourselves. Like, you're not a small creator, you're part of a huge network of people, of individuals, with scriptwriters. You are masquerading here on this internet like you are one of us, creating content at a velocity that none of us can keep up with, and allowing people like my good friend T-Spill to burn out just trying to keep up with you guys. And what? So you can all seem so much more relatable? So that you can create these stigmatized archetypes of what you think people like that look and sound like? Searching for an African American voice artist to black up your black content when it doesn't come from a real, true, honest and authentic place?
Hold up, she did what?
Whilst in tandem having so many other channels struggle, try their best, like Drama Investigator, just to keep up with the way that it looks and the way that it's changing, all because y'all can't be real. Y'all can't be real and just turn around and say, we're a part of a company. There is a lot of us here. And honestly, Butterface, I would have much preferred it if you'd have said, I have a scriptwriter, I have a researcher, and they dropped the ball on this task. I would have respected that a billion times more than you masquerading that that was you. When we all know that this is just a group of friggin' people creating content for you whilst you sit back and collect the checks. And at very best, you are the voice behind your channel, which I question and doubt, and you do have a vague interest. in the content it is that you are producing. Back in 2019, when I created the Spill series, the Coinspiracy, a lot of people were shocked to find out that Spill wasn't a singular individual and that there was a whole team that went into creating the content for them. But some people were unsurprised. And I think the reason for that is because Spill didn't really have much of a personality. Their way of delivering drama or tea, if you will, was just to give you the facts and maybe some psychological background and research into various different aspects that might affect the story. A lot of people just simply never really truly saw Spill as one human, because in a lot of instances the way that they report their drama was devoid of emotion at all. But now there's a company out there who are creating archetypes of people, who are creating sassy black women, who are creating over-the-top cunty gays with voices that mimic RuPaul's upward inflections.
RuPaul's Drag Race, and she's had a pretty rocky journey since she rose to fame. But what did she have to do to get to where she is today? Laganja has gone from having a very extensive dance education.
The gays don't speak like that. Not even RuPaul himself speaks like that. As well as the Gen Z teen / adult with the vocal fry. The whole point of YouTube is that at one point it used to just be content creators putting stuff into the world and putting stuff into the universe. And I can't help but feel that the U is being taken out of YouTube. Between the trending page literally being absolutely chocked full of late night TV shows and not necessarily what's truly trending, and content farms literally being on every corner of the website, YouTube is feeling a little bit more unauthentic. And that's why platforms like TikTok are pretty much taking over, because we're beginning to see humans again. We're beginning to see flaws again. The average Joe can create an account and become a sensation. That used to be what YouTube had. And now it's this. And again, like I said, I don't have a problem with there being companies in this space. But don't pretend like you're one of us when you're not. Don't piss on my face and tell me it's fucking raining. Anyway, with that being said, that was all of my research and shit that it is that I found out. I would like to say a massive thank you to Top RuPaul's Drag Race videos for starting off this place that I was able to get from a base point to actually where it is that I finished and be able to find this information. Hopefully this is somewhat comforting to know that your hunch was not out of place and that your anger directed at this company was extremely valid. And I'm sorry that this has happened to you, but I know from what I see from actual humans within the community, when stuff like this goes down, they at least give you a direct apology. With that being said, if you like this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you don't, well, I guess you can dislike it, but that's not there anymore because apparently YouTube wants to be devoid of actual reactions too. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day or evening, whatever the hell it is that you're doing. And until next time, you beautiful, amazing, badass bitches. It's been Paige. Bye.